Can you beat Bloons TD 6 with just a Druid monkey? And when I say beat Bloons TD 6, I mean on one of the hardest game modes possible, Impoppable. As you know, Impoppable goes to round 100, you can't lose any lives, and everything costs way too much money. Now in this series, we are able to bring one friend along, and by that friend, I mean Geraldo. But Geraldo cannot get any pops, or at least we're gonna try to make Geraldo not get any pops. But unfortunately, towers like the Druid, or the Bomb, or even the Boomerang can't pop camo early on, and so you're left with nothing to beat round 24, or 32, or is it 33? I don't remember. But we can't pop camo with him, so we're gonna have our buddy Jerry sitting in the corner, allowing us to purchase things from his shop to make this possible. Now, the reason why we're making this way harder than it needs to be by going on Impoppable is because Impoppable gives us the freedom of allowing us to use monkey knowledge. It makes the game automatically go to round 100 where we have to pop that B.A.D and get that really awesome insta monkey. And it allows us to use things like money, because on chimps mode, you cannot have money, which makes things not as fun because money makes the world go round. And there's just some upgrades that are just impossible to get in chimps without having that extra money. Now, I don't know if playing on Monkey Meadow is the best choice, but it's what we're gonna do here. I think we can start off with the Druid on this. I'm not exactly sure. And another reason I like Impoppable too is for selling, because let's say we just buy the wrong upgrade, at least we can sell it and say, okay, at least we tried and we can try something different. But I think a Druid can get by on his own, and then obviously if we get to that middle path third tier, we're gonna be okay. Now, what I've learned with Geraldo on Impoppable mode is that if you save up $1,600, you can place down a Geraldo off the corner to where he doesn't attack any balloons and get down his Quincy action figure that'll start making us that extra money, which will be great later on when we need to buy something like the insanely priced Superstorm at $72,000. We might not even need a tower like that, but I think we will, because we're going to be fighting DDTs and we're going to have an Avatar of Wrath, hopefully. But guess what? If you go with middle path, Avatar of Wrath can't pop DDTs. If you go with top path, you're going to need more camo. So I'm thinking just go with the full on top path Superstorm, blow everything back. We'll destroy it all. It'll be really, 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 really cool. Now I'm wondering, should we go for our Geraldo first to get that money, or should we make sure we don't lose and we can just get by with that middle path thing here? I think that's probably the best way to do this, because $1,200 is a lot, but it's easier to get than $1,600. And then as soon as you get Geraldo, guess what? You get nothing for it. You get money later on, but it doesn't help you out right away. Now, let me know what you think about the rules that I have made so far. I don't think it's any badness to use Geraldo as long as he's not getting any pops. And by I say I hope that I don't get any pops is because let's just say something comes up and we have to. Like, it's just like, we can't beat it without it. We're going to restart if we have to. But if something comes the worst, we're going to do what we can just to get by. But Geraldo is a last case scenario. So what I mean is, like, I don't want to be using his spinny spike thing that looks like a Maelstrom. I don't want to be using Jerry's fire, but we might have to with some towers. Because I was thinking, like, how do you get by with just the spike factory? Well, first off, we don't even have enough money to buy a spike factory. So I got to let you guys figure this out for me in the comments below. Should we just do something like, let's say we go to use the Super Monkey or the Spike Factory for this challenge. Should we do it on Challenge Editor and just start off that game mode with enough money so we can buy it right off the go? Or how do we combat that with the towers that are too expensive? But now with $1,600, I can buy Jerry and then buy his guy here, and then I can get through and buy the camo right off the go. And that's my goal here, is I don't want to lose any of these spikes, but that's another reason why we play on Impoppable too, is because it is nice to have like a little bit of backup. So you could just sacrifice the first one if you wanted to, so you don't have to worry about it, because one green balloon's not going to destroy the bank, you know what I mean? And it's really kind of a waste to spend 240 on that when you do have a spike there. Now, the best tower to get right off the go would be Spirit of the Forest. He can carry us well into, like, I think even the 80s on this map. Like, he can take down ZOMGs, but there's no way on this monkey planet can we possibly get the Spirit of the Forest early on without anything else in the background. So I'm kind of thinking, like, what do we go for here? But I do know that, like, the top path Druid has that really cool wind stuff, and with the right monkey knowledge, I think it even stuns them and stalls them and sends them backwards. It just does a whole mess of stuff, which is really, really cool. But then again, like, we have to take down a MOAB here, and none of these towers can take down a MOAB. So with that said, I think we should start getting this guy ready, because we will need him later on, I think. So like maybe this one right here. But here's the thing though. Do we go with the middle path? Or we go with the top path? Like 90% of the time you go with the middle path when you have like an Oben to get more of that pierced, and you got a MIB, but we don't have an MIB. We just have a Geraldo here who's not getting any pops. Like, we can make our, oh, see what I mean right here? Already messed up. Like, we can make our monkey stronger with like the pickle juice, but that doesn't necessarily help us. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough, because what I'm saying is, let's say this guy is an Avatar of Wrath. He's amazing. But he can't even pop a DDT, even with the camo, because he can't pop lead unless you go with the hard thorn. So we might just have to do that, which is not good, but we'll make it work. Let's just do it. It's still not bad. It's still quick and fast and awesome. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. And we just need 5 of them here to make them super fast and strong. But now I think for his buddies, I want to go with this one, just because I don't think we need all of them to be that crazy cool, right? Now, are these enough to take down a MOAB, or is our plan already thwarted? And I'm thinking that's gonna be the case here, but we do have Geraldo. We can use his glue if we need to. We just can't use anything that'll get us pops, right? So let's see if we can take this down. We're not doing any damage. Oh my goodness. How much money do we have here? $3,800. We might need that right off the go. Can we do this? Can we do this? No, we can't. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's do a little bit of maneuvering here to make sure we can get past this first MOAB. I'm thinking just another Bloon to help us out. Another little guy here. Can we fit him? Okay, we can right there. We'll go this one and like that. That's weak. That's really weak actually. But maybe, who knows? Just enough pops to get us through maybe. Maybe, and then get that one. Okay, buddy. Okay. Oh, that was a little close for comfort, but we'll take it. Now, what's kind of a bummer is until we get the Spirit of the Forest, I have to completely and always watch this thing to make sure that we're getting our camo. So I'm just gonna keep it loaded all the time, which is kind of a bummer, but that's just the best way to do it. And then I might even have to buy more, because my concern here is later on, once we're into those deep rounds with the DDTs, like, do I upgrade all of them or do I not? That's the thing. Like, do you buy all the camos? But we only have 2 right now, so that's kind of scary. But now we got Jungle's Bounty, so we're gonna be a lot stronger. We can pop all of the camos except for any MOABs we suck at. And then I do have this cool little ability here, which will make us enough money maybe. And then we do have this one. But I'm gonna try to save that till the very end. I'd like to not use it at all, but I mean, heck, if we can make it work, that's cool. And the faster we get Spirit of the Forest, the faster we get $1,000 per round, which I think is better than what this will make. But this is a good time to ask you guys to let me know what rules you want to see below or what we should change. This has been thought out to the point where we can't get through a lot of them without something like Geraldo, but it's also up for negotiation. I want you guys to help me make this as much fun as possible and the best challenge we could possibly make it. Because that's what I love about the Bloons community. It's just so full of ideas, and even on a game that you'd think wouldn't have that many aspects to it, you can do so many different things. Like, I got a lot of this idea from 2 different people. I saw SJB last year do an entire chimps with like every single tower, and he would use heroes like Sada to help get through, because on chimps, obviously, you can't even have enough to get a super monkey. So having Sada in the background doing the work until you get there would help out. Oh my gosh, see what I mean about the camo though? We're gonna lose here unless I get this one down. And then just recently, I saw Macan Rules doing a whole series where he's taking one tower, like for instance the Druid, and seeing how many rounds they can make it on their own. I believe he's using Jerry as well. So I wanted to change it up a little bit, add some flair to it, and we'll just do one of the hardest game modes and see if we can make it through. And I really hope we can get through all the towers. I don't see why we shouldn't be able to, but just, there's some that are just kind of like, let's say we even had enough money to start off with the Spike Factory. I just don't see it working, right? Like, it's just gonna get overwhelmed unless we can save up 1,000 quickly to buy the next one. But you don't even get $1,000 to like what, like round 11 or 12 or something? Like, it's just gonna be kind of weird. But we're taking these down pretty quickly, but not quickly enough. But luckily, this guy's so good, he can stop anything. As long as you can break them down, this guy will clean them up. And I just love the Spirit of the Forest. This is why I'm starting with the Druid, by the way, guys. He is my favorite tower maxed out. Like, my favorite 5th tier is Spirit of the Forest. My favorite tower is going to be the boat, so I might do the boat next just because he's awesome. And the boat's also a really good one to do this with, because you might not even have to use Jerry at all, because the boat makes his own money. The boat can pop lead, the boat can pop camo. The only problem with the boat, which I find, is that, like, let's say you want to pop lead and camo, you got to go with the middle and the bottom path, and it's just ugly. Like, you want to go with top and middle path regardless, like all the way top with the middle or all the way middle with the top. You never want to go with the bottom one. This is gross. We might have to reset this one though. I don't think we can beat this. I think we need more pop lust. Oh, almost there. I thought we could go all the way with our buddy, but that's not going to work. And guys, I am playing on regular Impoppable mode here. We're not on challenge editor. So if we lose, we got to start all the way over, which is just gross, but I think we can get by here. We're going to put this one here, and we're going to go all the way. I don't want to go all the way to pop lust on these guys though. That's such a grossness. Let's just go to this one and then this one for now. How about that? There we go. That should be strong enough. And then they're all going to be like ×3 buffed. So they'll be pretty strong. Yeah, they're doing pretty good actually. But now we have another like $20,000 to get to the Spirit, which is just insane. But it's definitely better to go with Spirit than this Avatar of Wrath, right? Like, that's probably like a no-brainer, I would think. Because Avatar of Wrath will be great, but I'd have to keep remembering to do camo, which I won't, and that's kind of stupid. So let's actually buy the camo now so I don't forget. Is this good enough? I think it is. See, like, I should have just used this like early on, but maybe I just won't use it at all. Maybe all we'll use this, guys, for camo. That would be pretty cool. But then again, it's like I've said it before, but it completely alters the gameplay. Like if I sold this now and just bought the Spirit of the Forest, like that's going to completely change the duration of the game. But if I don't have to use it at all, that'll be awesome. But the thing is not all towers make money. For instance, let's say we use the glue gunner, and let's say we manage to get past round 40 with a cheap glue gunner, like we're on logs, right? And we let it take the time, we use a MOAB glue, all that stuff. He doesn't make any money. So we might not get enough glue in the end to take out everything we need to take out. Or for instance, well, the plane, right? The plane doesn't make any money, and we need to get to a bottom path plane all the way to Flying Fortress and Impoppable. Like you need money. So I think that's where this like Quincy will help out and actually make it possible. Map selection is going to be really important in something like this too. Like I think Druids can take out any map because they're just beautiful towers and they just do everything they need to do and they're perfect. But I also think like something like a glue gunner obviously is going to be better on like resort. No, not even resort, huh? It'd be like logs so we can hit it every time that the glue goes away, it goes right back. That would be perfect. Like this isn't enough for even one MOAB. I don't think we could even take it down with what we got. But there's our Spirit of the Forest, and that's awesome. That is so awesome. Like I think a Dartling could work on this map, but I think it'd be better. Like everything's gonna be better on logs though, so that's kind of like not fair, except for the tax, right? Tax will be better anywhere else but logs, because logs doesn't really have the best tax spot. So it's a hit or miss on what we're gonna do here. That's why you guys are gonna help me decide. But with this guy, now we don't even need the camo anymore. We might have only needed Jerry for his camo. That will be so awesome. And just like that, we have enough for Avatar of Wrath, which is kind of ridiculous because this guy's already made $20,000. So that's going to be the make or break with a lot of these towers. Can they produce their own money? For instance, like if we have an alchemist run, right? And we have the 2 rubber to golds up front, we give them some camo, they can pretty much just make us tons of money. And then we'll just use like the middle path alchemist. Wizard, oh, wizard can't make any money, but I think we can actually get by with just a wizard and a ninja just because they're awesome and they can pretty much pop everything on their own. Let's get some poplars here to make this guy even stronger and more ridiculous. Is he already ×5? He is. So he's going to be just a broken mess right now. And he has the wrong cross path, but it'll work. It'll get us the job done. And now can we just go for a trifecta here and get all of them? I mean, let's give it a go. I'm going to put him in the back though, because I really, really hate this tower. It makes everything take way too long. But if I get him a ×5, that's actually kind of cool. Can we get him in there? Like right there, right there, right there. There we go. ×5. Actually, let's put him here. I just changed my mind again because I want to be like a backup. And then we'll give him more range. There we go. And the only thing I have to remember is to give this guy camo seeing abilities. And if he can do that, he can pop all the DDTs, I think. Ooh, 95 is going to be rough. Well, I just realized that's going to be bad. Maybe though, maybe. And then this guy, once he has 72,000, he can do it. So I'm thinking like, should we just sell everybody and get this? And oh, that actually might work. We are able to sell on Impoppable. I'm going to see. That could be like a fail safe. We'll sell everything on the screen and then buy Superstorm and Spirit. And I think those two can solo, but this guy's so good. Like, look at him go. And worst case scenario too, we could also, actually that wasn't bad. We could use this little ability here, make all the spikes go away on 95 and just pretty much onslaught everybody right there. To be honest, I thought this would take a lot longer. This is probably only going to be like a 8 to 10 minute video. I thought it was going to be like another hour and a half. How far can we make it? But I mean, realistically, if you got good towers, you got good towers. But how do we do this with like something like a beast handler or engineer? You know what I mean? That could be kind of weird. Okay, so there we go. We're getting a little bit of resistance here. What can we do? What can we do? I think we'll just let it be. Let it be. Let's actually camo this guy too to maybe help us out a little bit and blow some things back. Because if he does those little electric balls, they're really strong. That worked really well, actually. Now, I'd like 72,000 before 98, but at the same time, who cares? Like, this guy's killing it, and we didn't need to use this, guys. We have $37,000 sitting there. We only had to use Jerry's camo. Now, is there another way to see camo that we wouldn't have to, like, even do that? I don't think there is, huh? We could do, like, just one village. I think one village would work, but then getting it by around 32 or 33 would actually be pretty difficult, so I don't think that would work. But now with this much money, do we just let it be? I think we can just let it be. I just let it sit there. We're doing so good. Oh my goodness, this guy's unstoppable. I did not expect that. Like, I know he's good. Trust me, I've overused this strategy so many times. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do this though. Boom. Yes. I don't know if that was necessary, but I made it necessary because that was bad. And then we'll just do this. And then we have that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I can buy one more if we need to. One more. Dude, we're taking it out that quick. Are you kidding me? And then Superstorm blows it back. Dude, that was so much faster than I thought it would be. That was so awesome. So yes, you can beat Bloons TD 6 Impoppable with just a Druid. Heck yes. What tower should we use next? I'm thinking we'll keep it just old school with a Dart Monkey or a Boomerang. And remember to let me know what rules we should run by. So I want to make this as awesome and as fair as possible. And if you haven't yet, check out this video where we fully black border Dark Path as fast as we possibly can on a map that I've only played once.